Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Camouflage of the World. I am Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Turkish Jandarma, or Jandarma, I'm probably butchering that. You'll see it on the patch in a second. Camouflage pattern. So, people think that in 2018 this pattern started to be introduced, but this one, as you'll see later on with the tags, is dated 2017. So I'm going to call it the model 2017 pattern. Anyway, it's pretty recent, pretty new, and I'm just going to explain a little bit like what the Jandarma actually does. I don't want to hear about the political crap like when I made the Saudi Arabian video, you guys got into politics. That's not what these videos are for. I'm just going to explain to people what this part of the Turkish government actually does. So, really quickly, they're under joint interior ministry and military control, and they're responsible for security in rural areas. So, like the Turkish National Police are the ones who kind of take care of urban areas. The Jandarma are the ones who go out in rural areas, and Turkey has a lot of rural areas. So, they also secure certain like border areas where smuggling is really common, but mainly that's the military's job. But they do sometimes do that. And basically, it sounds like they're just a really super badass version of the U.S. Department of Natural Resources, or DNR. Because they also enforce hunting and fishing laws as well, and they fight forest fires and watch for them and stuff. And then they also help the military in certain duties like apprehending deserters, guarding prisons and jails, and helping out with court security. So they kind of do a little bit of everything. It's a pretty weird organization. I don't really think we have anything like it in the U.S. But anyway, there's a lot of them. I think there's around 60,000 currently serving in that part of the, I don't want to say military because it's technically not, but it also is. Anyway, so now that you kind of got a little bit of a background, you'll understand a little bit better of why this is patterned this way. So, yes, I did post a picture on Instagram a while back of this. They're like, oh, it looks like somebody took a shit and, cleaned it up with a white sheet and all that stuff. And with camouflage, like that joke's funny and whatever, but sometimes, actually a lot of times, the more simple the pattern is and the more kind of weird it looks, the more effective it is. Now, I can imagine, I don't live in a desert environment or even a semi-arid environment, but I can imagine this would work extremely well in the Middle Eastern desert kind of area, and where you've got some vegetation, but it's still mainly more light colored. This looks like an extremely effective pattern, and I've seen pictures of the Jandarma wearing this when they're out and about. You can Google it and check it out for yourself, and it seems to work extremely well. So it looks like it's a 4-color pattern actually. So you've got this green, just really muted kind of green, light green or whatever color. Then you've got this kind of darker brown, but it's still not super dark. And then you've got the main color, which is this tan, this kind of dark khaki tan. And you've got a lighter tan, a slightly lighter tan there. So it looks like a 4-color pattern, and I'm almost positive it is. I don't know if I'm missing one, but that's what I can see right now. And it just looks like it would work so well. Like, just look at how simple that is. It looks like something off of Star Wars, like you can see on Tatooine or something, or whatever. It just looks so simple and so old. But like it reminds me too of like a lot of the World War I actual like handmade ghillie suits, where the French and German snipers would just kind of throw paint on a sheet or piece of canvas or something and then make their own ghillie suits. That's a lot what it looks like, and that camouflage was extremely effective. So I don't know where exactly this influence came from, but I'm a fan of it, to say the truth. You can think it's ugly all you want. It doesn't really matter how ugly it is as long as it works. So I can see this being a definitely effective uniform, and I'm pretty sure the Jandarma are still wearing this, and I totally understand that. Now, there's really not a lot out there about this pattern because I'm really surprised I was able to get it in the United States. I had to do some digging, but I wanted to just get an example because it's always intrigued me, this weird pattern. But anyway, so you can see this is again, this shirt we'll show you in a second with the tags made in 2017. You got the nice Turkish flag subdued there, last name. I've seen different variants where there's name tapes on this side too, or just there. This is where the rank patch goes. You got 2 breast pockets that are open with a zipper. Can't get the angle on there right now. And then on the left shoulder, you've got the actual Jandarma patch. So, and then the pocket was also secured by a zipper. So you've got a decent amount of pockets on here, and then there's no bottom pockets. Nice Velcro closure, really simple on the cuffs. And yeah, so yeah, it's a very, and the material, I forgot, it's like a really nice, it's like a ripstop twill, if you can see that. It's ripstop and twill. And it feels like it'd be 100% cotton, and it's like a medium weight, it's not super light. It's kind of like if you're familiar with the US like frac U's, the fire retardant ACUs, It's about that weight, maybe a little bit thicker, but it feels like it's all cotton. It doesn't have anything else in it. So anyway, we'll move on to the tag right now. I'll show you that, and then we'll wrap the video up. All right, so really quickly we can see this tag. It's got Turkish on it. I don't read Turkish. I can probably do Google Translate, but I'm sure it probably just means size or whatever, and then the date right there. This would be 7, so July 10th, 2017. We do our dates backwards here if you're not from the U.S. So it would be 7/10/2017 if we were in the U.S. Anyway, so I'm guessing it's the size, something like that. And also I forgot to mention that there are elastic kind of waist straps right here on both sides of the inside that kind of give it a form-fitting look. I like that feature in uniforms. I think it looks a little bit more professional. But anyway, there's the tag. You saw that. We'll get back to the video now. All right, so in conclusion, I really like this thing, or this camouflage pattern, and the garment itself. Unfortunately, this one that I got was in a size like small, so I'll be putting it on my website at mikesmilitary.com in the one-of-a-kind section. You can get it yourself. These are extremely rare to have in the United States, so good luck. Hopefully you get it, because I only have this one, and I probably won't get another one unless I can find one in my size, which is unlikely. But I would like to try this out up here, like right now in the north woods of Wisconsin. It's still spring. It's just starting to get green. So everything is still pretty much dead, and this would work so well. So I really want to get a whole set of this someday and then be able to do a camouflage test video in certain environments. And Brent0331, if you're watching, I really hope I can find a set, at least in your size. I think you were a large or extra large, smaller than me nevertheless. And I'll try to send one your way eventually, or let you know if I get a set. And because I'd really like to see how this performs in a desert environment, like even the Southwest U.S. desert. All right, anyway, I'll stop rambling now. I appreciate it, you guys. If you consider becoming a supporter of the channel on Patreon, the link to that is in the description. It's $1 a month, $12 a year, $5 a month or more gets you into my Discord server. It's pretty fun. Got a lot of people on there so far. And we do a lot of interactive things and have some good laughs on there. So yeah, that would be cool. If not, I totally just appreciate you watching, but it does help fund things like this to make educational videos on firearms, ammunition, helmets, bayonets, everything that I make videos on for education. A lot of it I can't really afford to fund out of pocket, so I rely on Patreon support, and it's been working really well. I've been getting a lot more really cool stuff lately because of them. So thanks to all my current patrons. You guys rock. Let me know what you think of this video. And yeah, if you got any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not an expert on this or really anything I make videos on. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. I just found this pattern to be really cool and intriguing. Hopefully you did too. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next episode of Camouflage of the World.